reading. There we go. That's quite a mouthful. Okay, so we're going to do tarot cards first, and then we're going to finish up with a relationship reading. But before I begin that, just a reminder that I am doing a special for the month of March. That is with your April readings, where I offer you a animal totem reading. I choose your animal spirit or your animal totem, whatever you want to call it. I do the reading. It gives you a brilliant idea of how to tweak your life or how to make choices about life directions, career choices, that kind of thing, based on what your soul's evolution or growth experience was or is for this lifetime, what you've chosen to grow and expand in this lifetime. It's lovely for tweaking, making course adjustments in career or lifestyle or the way you approach things even. And when you get that right, things flow. They just fall into place. So it's a lovely, lovely tool to use. But with it, you get a painting from me, done by me, specially for you, a pastel painting, an A4 one, of your totem animal, whatever animal it may be. And all of that gets couriered to your front door for the price that it is on my website. I will put that link in the description box below if you would like to take advantage of this amazing special. For March, it's going to be at that price. It's a ridiculous price for everything included. But that's what I wanted to do for you guys for March. So have a look at that, okay? Right, and if you want to see what kind of paintings I do of animals, my thumbnails show that of the videos. You can just have a look through them and you'll see the animal paintings. Of course, depends what animal you get. But I'm thoroughly enjoying doing them. It is just amazing. And the readings are quite something. They really are special. They're turning into quite something. But first, let's do Aries for April of 2022. Let's see what's in store for you guys. Okay. Nice. Okay. Next one. Oh, right. Okay, one more. Okay, and I think maybe another one. Let's see. Indeed. Right, so let's have a look. So you get the renewal card, and that is all about understanding your life purpose. I've been laughing so much lately because I offer the animal totem readings this month, or spirit animal readings, and so far every star sign, the first card virtually that comes up says you need to understand your life purpose. You're going to find out your life purpose. But like I say, nothing's ever coincidental. I was probably pushed to do those, offer that special this month, because we all do need to get a better idea of our life purpose. And our life purpose is not necessarily, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a dentist, I'm going to be an astroscientist, whatever the case may be. It can sometimes just be, I need to understand that if I do this career, or I do that project, or I want this lifestyle, I need to approach it from this direction. And that's the aspect of it I need to focus on. That's what the reading can do for you. And this first card is saying you're going to get that in April. You're going to get or be pushed to or be put in situations where you're going to need to recognize or realize how to approach things, because that is your soul's purpose in this lifetime. So yes, lots of synchronicity as per usual. And it normally comes also courtesy, this card will say to you, of reviewing things you've done in the past and where it worked and where it didn't for you. And then having a look at, so how did I approach it at that time? So let's say, for example, I'm going to use an example because it makes it easier for you like that. You did a specific job or you did a specific project and you wanted to just earn money, and it just didn't work. Things went seriously wrong. And you now need to evaluate, right, so if I just did it for money, what was I missing out on? Nothing wrong with that. For other people, they can approach a thing with, oh, I want to do this and I love to do that and all the rest of it. And the money's completely besides the point. And then they forget that that's an integral part of modern life. Okay? And that needed to be focused on too, because the exchange of energy is what money is. So it's just teaching you that the approach, all right, the way you look at it, can make a huge difference to the end result. You're still going to be doing the same thing. Your approach just changes a little bit. Because the Queen of Autumn says, be practical about how you approach something. So April will teach Aries, or show to Aries especially, that You need to be practical about your approach to something. Yes, you love to do it, but what would be the practical steps to take? And that question's going to arise for you, and you're going to address it, and you're going to have a look at it. The Sun card says, plan like that, and it's going to work out perfectly. There's going to be great success. So it's definitely evaluating how you approach it, implementing a practical approach to it, and then watching how it unfolds. It opens up literally as if the sun is shining on a sunflower, like in this card, and it turns out successful. And then the Seven of Spring, be courageous, stand up for yourself, be assertive. So you might find, which is something that Aries is actually very good at, asserting themselves. You might find that lately you haven't been quite asserting yourself to the same degree that you usually do, or that your potential is. And April, you're going to find yourself pushed to stand assertively and be courageous and believe in what you're doing. Because the Prince of Spring says there's going to be immediate action that needs to be taken. It's going to be in regards to another person, and they are going to ignite something in you, and you're going to need to take action. Okay, it's going to come quickly at you. You're going to need to think on your feet, and you're going to need to take action. But the Princess of Autumn says, but career news is generally good. You're getting nice news that helps stimulate you, helps put you on the right tracks, or helps you feel like, yes, right, so this is starting to work. I'm enjoying this. I'm getting the idea of it. Things are starting to flow my way, all right? And then the Nine of Spring says, but you are going to have to stand your ground about it. You are going to have to defend some aspect of what you're doing. It can be your lifestyle as well. You're going to need to stand your ground. It's something that you've built up, and you're going to need to protect it. In other words, that could be the way it plays out as well. Maybe being a little bit slack or a little bit lax in how you view and how you sustain and how you protect what you are doing. Okay, so maybe you say to me, I'm an artist and I'm kind of good at it, but that's not protecting what you're doing. Saying to someone, I'm an artist and I'm actually really good at it, and if you'd ever like something done by me, then please contact me, is a very different attitude. You're protecting what you're doing there. You're not having it's just that kind of thing attitude, because maybe you're not asserting yourself because you don't want to, you feel like you can't. But April's definitely going to have you asserting yourself, stating what you do, stating how you do it, perhaps making course alterations to those things so that you can protect what you're doing. The Seven of Autumn, which is your final tarot card, says, have patience, don't worry, and take time to rest and plan your next step. So by the end of April, that is going to be your course that you're taking. You take a little bit of a break. You're going to carefully plan your next steps, but you're not going to worry. It's all going to roll out perfectly fine, and you're just going to plan according to that. Even if things right then, although generally speaking within this reading, I am seeing success. It can be a lifestyle, it can be a diet plan, it can be a place you want to move in, move to even. Move in, I'm hearing for someone, it's going to work out fine. Just have patience on rolling it out. It will roll out beautifully. We see that with the Sun card turning up here. And happy news as well. But the happy news is an Earth card, which says to me, so the financial aspects, the resource aspects, there's probably where the good news is going to come in. But the Sun card can be shining on any area of your life. But generally speaking, I would say that some kind of resources or finances will be coming in that will make you happy and will be able to make you be able to put this project, this lifestyle, this career choice, whatever it may be, on the road to success. Right, so good reading that. Very good reading. Just a little bit of course correction coming in, and it's more about your approach that is going to be the important aspect. And it's something about correcting an approach that you have possibly been using in the past or been using lately that probably isn't serving your highest interest, okay? But you will be doing that course correction in April. Right, now let's have a look and see what is in store for relationships in April. Right, Aries? What's in store for relationships? Okay. Right. Okay. All right. That's coming up for everybody at the moment. Okay. And finally, okay. Right, that makes sense. Okay, so you start off with the Love Yourself card first. So what that means is you have lately been going through circumstances which teach you about self-worth. They have been um, reflecting to you issues that show you where you may have shortfall in your self-worth, and you need to make those adjustments as well. Once again, it's adjustments. So it's basically going to bring up situations and bring people into your life that show you that you're not treating yourself with the worth that you should be, or that you're not realizing how much you're worth. You're worth much more than you are realizing. Now, there's a separation across an ocean with somebody. It could have happened already, or it could be happening in April. There's time apart from them. There's going to be an ocean between the two of you, or a large body of water. It could be permanent. It could be something that just happens for a short term of time, okay? The best course of advice here is keep it light, keep it playful. Don't read too much into it. Don't get too serious about it. Don't overload it with things that perhaps are just not in the story and you just overactive imagination, or you've gone through this before and you're expecting the worst. Keep it light, keep it fun, keep it that kind of thing. Because red flag and healing family issues comes up together. This says to me that this red flag card is always about buttons being pushed. Your buttons or somebody else's are being pushed. And this is about healing an old family relationship dynamic that is now turning up in your relationships. And that separation is really pushing those buttons for you. It could be someone new, or it could be someone already in your life. It pushes a button. You're going to have the opportunity, a little bit of course correction in April. If you adopt the attitude, a much more light-hearted, playful attitude to what is occurring, you can heal that old dynamic that will keep replaying itself in your relationships until it is healed, okay? Notice a knee-jerk reaction. This card is all about. When you notice a knee-jerk reaction in someone else or in yourself, you know that's what you're dealing with. It's, it's an old dynamic that needs to be healed up. It can be dealt with in a playful manner, and that will heal up, okay? There is a moment coming up in relationships that is going to be special. The worth waiting for card says that divine timing. However, in the meantime, you are dealing with your financial issues. You are dealing with your practical life, or the other person that you're dealing with has that in their lives at the moment. They are dealing with finances. They are dealing with financial issues. They are dealing with their resources. That is perhaps why they are across the ocean, going across the ocean or the big body of water, why there is separation from them at the moment. They have to deal with these issues. Until they have dealt with that, there's going to be that separation. But there is a moment coming that is worth waiting for with this person, okay? It's divinely scripted in your story, in the stars and in the universe, and even before you were born. Wait for that moment. Keep it light-hearted and playful until then, until they have sorted out what this issue is. Don't let your buttons be pushed in the meantime to old rejection stories. That's where they belong. They're old. Turf them, throw them out. They're full of dust. Just keep it light and playful and wait for that moment that is coming up, that is divinely timed, and it is something special and it's worth waiting for. So Aries, that is your reading for the month of April. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, listening, liking, subscribing. I genuinely appreciate it. And I will just repeat once again, if you want your spirit animal reading that shows you your purpose in life, your approach to life, it will make everything, if you use that approach and purpose reading, it will make everything align far easier for you. And then you get that magnificent painting, beautiful pastel A4 painting done especially for you, delivered to your front doorstep. I'll put the link in the description box below. Sending you hugs and blessings for the month of April, and we will speak again soon.